trust you. I know that you would take a bullet for me. I would for you as well.
What were you doing on the computer?
Yeah, photograph my girl.
I was doing the same thing. You want to see her?
You're on 3. 1, 2, 3.
One of the things I noticed throughout this film is it takes place in sort of a movie universe, and there's a reminder throughout. A lot of characters watch older movies.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of cinema. So I grew up watching movies, and I grew up with my favorite movies being the ones that I found would transport me to other worlds. And I wanted to bring that to this film so guys like the two of us could go to the movies and completely lose our real lives and become totally involved in what was going on in this movie. And I feel whether it's a well-done comedy or a well-done action picture, well-done drama, that's the litmus test, that's the marker of success. So if you can lose yourself, and this means war, and immerse yourself in that movie universe and let go of everything that exists in your real world on the other side of those theater doors, then we're successful and we've got something to talk about.
Well, it is a movie that, you know, I think makes you think of other really fun movies that you've seen in the movie theater that are just joyful and full of action and comedy.
Well, I did realize one of the things that sort of made me happy as a nerd going in was, of course, you're Captain Kirk. 10 years ago, you were a clone of Captain Picard. This is the Captain Picard versus Captain Kirk movie that...
There is a deleted scene.
In your
in
Star
uniform,
Trek.
Starfleet uniforms.
Starfleet, yeah.
I want to see this deleted
with
scene.
communicators and stuff.
Sort of like Alien versus Predator.
Sort of.
Sort of Turner and Hooch. A little.
I get to drool a lot.
Tango and Cash?
Take on cash.
What a film.
It is spoken about in a great many outtakes. They will appear on the DVD. They're in the extended cut. There are a great many Trekkie references, and I tip my cap to JJ and Gene.
Tell me about working with McG, and because obviously he has a love of movies.
Huge. Yeah, McG is he's a total cinephile and would always reference more movies than I can name by memory. And yeah, I think it was kind of his knowledge of all of his films and his love of film that kind of brought a certain tone of this particular film that was kind of a mashup of many different genres and it was kind of showed his love of film.
It was really interesting too, seeing what has to stay from each respective genre, and one of the things was Chelsea Handler's character is in a romantic comedy would be the over-the-top comic relief.
Yeah.
She's still the comic relief, but she's sort of what brings it back to earth.
Yeah, I mean, I just think Chelsea's rawness and Chelsea's honesty is completely original. And if you ask Chelsea about dating or men or sex, she's going to have a very, very novel, clever take, because she's brilliant, on any of those subjects. And I wanted to make sure I created a platform where she could be the very best Chelsea possible. And the world's never seen that on screen. So one of the highlights of the picture, in my opinion, is I give the world Chelsea Handler.
I mean, it was fun because I got to be ridiculous and, be like a hot mess of a mother or parent, and at the same time kind of, be like the grounding force for her because she's kind of, juggling these two men, trying to figure out which one she wants to have sex with next, which is kind of like, me in real life. It was role reversal for Reese and me.
There's something very fun about how unbridled your dialogue is. Is that something that comes through the script, or is it improv?
I improvise a lot in general, whatever I do. So anybody who hires me kind of knows that going in, that it's not going to be your usual run-of-the-mill. Luckily, McG was really fine with that, and Reese was great. Reese is like the complete antithesis of how I operate. She's very prepared. She knows what she's doing. She's like, knows her story. And I'm like, she's like, at one point, she's like, did you even read the script? I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, it's a funny thing when Chelsea Handler's the grounding element of your film.
What was it like working with her?
It was great. She's just comic genius. You just have no idea what she's about to say next, so you just sort of go along for the ride and have a good time and enjoy yourself.
She seems like somebody that's just going to take the scene somewhere.
Absolutely. She ad-libbed the entire thing. It was really fun.
It seems like as much action as there is, she's the one that bumps the movie up a rating.
Yeah, I think we had to edit a few of her lines. Yeah.
What's the aura on set? Is there a sense of competition to sort of a fun way of mimicking what's going on?
Tom and Chris were buddies, and they definitely got along great, but there's a healthy alpha, hey, I don't want to be outdone by you in this scene, and I think we all are the victors as a function of that. That Tom respects Chris, and Chris respects Tom, but neither would ever acquiesce to the other. And that's the engine. That's where it comes from. And I think that's what makes the world go round when it came to shooting day in and day out and getting that chemistry that you see on screen. Because, look, I can do a lot of things and make the action exciting, and I can make it look beautiful, but I can't fabricate chemistry.
Well, tell me about the back and forth between the two of you. Do you sit down and figure out one another? Did you know each other before this?
How's it going?
Hey, man.
It's going great.
McG!
Hi.
How are you guys?
Yes.
Everything cool?
Yeah, come sit in. Sit in, we're in the middle.
Come take a knee. Take a knee.
We were just discussing, like, well, me and Chris had only met recently on the set, and then we had what we call a script, a working script, so we used that as a guideline. That's what I did anyway, and then Chris would change the lines in the scene, and then I would just sort of react to that, really.
Yeah, we get what was on the page, and then, look,
And the rest.
Robert Altman said 90% of directing is casting. So you populate the film with 3 very talented people, you go out and you get the page, then you try to create a platform of comfort where they can be the very best they can be. And, you know, Pine is an incredible actor that I got turned on to from the Martin McDonagh play, which was great.
I'm very sensual as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm connecting with you in a deep Santa Claus kind of Saint Nick way right now. And you have the beard and the whole 9 yards. And Reese, you know, Reese is the most
Pretend it's
powerful.
not happening.
Reese.
Is this a strange look for us?
I'm just pretending it's all gonna go away soon.
All right, here it goes. Thanks. All right.
I feel weird about dating 2 guys at once.
You think Gloria Steinem got arrested and sat in a jail cell so you could act like a little bitch?
I think I'm going to hell.
Get out there, you get flexible.
You know what? You date her. Besides the fact, if I got in the picture, it wouldn't even be fair.
I'm sorry, what does that mean? I think we should lay down some ground rules.
I think we should.
I don't think we should tell her that we know each other.
Let's stay out of each other's way.
Just let her decide.
May the best man win.
This is a live operation. It's a full rap and tap, boys.
I want you to follow Agent Hansen. Don't let your country down, boys.
This has been a perfect night.
Make it rain.
I'll be right. Really? Okay, you can do this. They'll probably just shake hands. I think I'm gonna pass out.
I'm available to have sex with both of those guys just to test out stuff and see who comes back a winner.
Why is she listening to that old man?
I have no idea.
I think my triggering mechanism was stuck in that.